everyone, I'm Janine Morris from BeautySweetSpot.com, and wedding season is upon us. I'm actually in the midst of planning my own wedding as we speak. Today's Glamour Zales Google Plus Hangout will be all about finding that perfect ring. So joining the Hangout is superstar wedding blogger Emily Newman of the blog Once Wed. Hey, Emily.
Hi, Janine. Congratulations on your recent engagement. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you again for having me.
So much. And we also have Angie joining us as well. Now, Angie is Zales' engagement and bridal merchandising director, and she has 12 years of experience, which will bring true expertise to our conversation today. Welcome to the Hangout, Angie.
Hi, everyone. It's great to be here, and I can't wait to share some of our advice.
Well, we also have Julia, who's with me, and Julia is a Glamour reader. She also just started that engagement talk with her long-term boyfriend of 2 years. She couldn't ask for a better panel of experts to help her in the process.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here, and I have to admit, I have no idea where to start, so I can't wait to hear from each of you.
Hey, Julia. I know the process of starting to look for a ring can sometimes be overwhelming. One of the first things that I always suggest to brides is start really trying to find photos that speak to you about your personal style. You know, when you're looking for clothing or home goods, you know, what are pieces that you pick out? Why do you pick them out? Start thinking about that, because that's going to be a really great place to start when looking for inspiration for your ring. Bridal blogs and Pinterest are also another really amazing place for finding inspiration. You can see stories in real weddings from brides regarding their different rings and how they mesh that with their personal style and their aesthetic. Another idea I suggest to brides is writing down a list of words, you know, things that you resonate with, like classic, traditional, unique, modern. Having pictures and words will really help you narrow down the exact style and look you're going for your ring. And then from there, you can use those exact same pictures and words as kind of a jumping off point for planning your wedding and starting to pull actual ideas that you're going to implement the day of. Angie, I mean, what would you suggest for brides in the beginning stages of looking for a ring?
Well, congratulations, Julia. This is a really exciting time in your life. You have to remember there are thousands of rings to choose from out there. One of the best places to start is online. You can go to Zales.com and browse all of our different engagement rings, and you can actually pin rings right from our website to your Pinterest board. So if you created a board called your dream ring, you can pin them directly to that board. Your friends can pin to your board. You can also follow us on Facebook. If you like our page, you can look at the different rings on there. When you like something, share it on your page. Your boyfriend can actually browse through your page and see the different styles that you like. One of the most important things to do, though, is make sure you go into the store and work with our jewelry consultants. There are so many rings to try on. I always give the advice, try on the rings that you like, and then also try on the rings that you don't think you would like. When you put the ring on your hand, it really transforms. And you want to remember, this is the ring that you're going to have for the rest of your life.
Another really great place to start is look at current wedding trends. You know, as I've been browsing through Pinterest and seeing other wedding blogs, what I've seen is a resurgence in kind of classical and elegant weddings, but also vintage weddings as well. So details that are more understated and personal, similar to the type and feel that we see, you know, when we're looking through our own grandparents' wedding albums.
Well, with my wedding coming up this summer, I've definitely taken to a classical, elegant wedding, like Emily just said. I've pinned my whole entire wedding, but that's a private board. Then I have a more public board for my hair and makeup inspiration. My wedding is in New York City. It's on a rooftop in Tribeca, and my fiance and I took to trying to capture the energy of New York City on a summer day, and our whole theme is just obviously love, like just trying to capture us in our details. So my whole Pinterest board is obviously from wedding blogs like Emily's and elsewhere, but also I was pinning a lot of images of a ballet, just like ballerinas in general, because I think they're elegant and they're graceful and they're timeless and romantic. So my my bridesmaids are wearing long blush chiffon gowns, and I think that pretty much captures what I see in a ballet. And then the groomsmen are wearing classic black tuxedos, you know, black and white. And we're just going to have this very modern, elegant, timeless New York City wedding, and I'm so excited. It's definitely a formal affair. Something else that inspired the decor and theme of our wedding was my engagement ring, actually, which that kind of set the tone for our wedding planning. My fiance, he custom designed a ring for me, which I thought was very, very special. So he knew me so well. He designed this ring that spoke so personally to us and to me, and off of the ring came the idea of the romance and the blush and all of that for our wedding. But I'll tell you about the ring later.
Yes. So, Janine, your wedding sounds like it's going to be absolutely beautiful, and I want to see your ring too. One of the things that I tell girls to start with is when they start to think about their engagement ring is think about the center stone. You know, the most popular cut is the round brilliant cut, but really coming back into trend now is the cushion, the emerald, the oval, the pear. So decide the cut that you want to choose. Then think about your metal. What metal type, what metal color. So for metal color, you could go with white, yellow, rose. You could choose to do two-tone or tri-color and really mix the metal colors together. You could go with platinum, 18 karat, 14 karat. So once you make those decisions, start to think about your overall design of your ring. Do you want a classic solitaire with a traditional band and a center stone? Do you like the halo design, which takes your center stone and puts a halo of diamonds around it, which is absolutely beautiful and really in style right now? Or you could go vintage, which we talked about earlier, maybe something with a little mill grain and engraving that looks old but it's new. Or you could go classic with a twist. So think about that classic traditional look, but maybe taking the diamonds on the side and creating kind of a free flow, you know, look to it, or doing a 2-row or a 3-row. And you could always change the look of your engagement ring by changing your wedding bands or putting a wedding band on either side of your engagement ring, or maybe even adding a bit of pop of color. So Julia, where are you leaning towards?
Well, I'll be honest that I have been looking at several different styles. My sister and I have been comparing different styles, and I have a designated best friend who knows exactly what I'm looking for. But I think for now, my words to describe my ring style would be classic, but also something unique. I am leaning towards a white gold ring, possibly a white gold band with a round diamond in the center. That's really what I have my eyes on.
But that's a beautiful combination and very popular right now. What we've done is we have selected some of our top designs from our Zales exclusive collections that you have with you today. Our first collection is our Vera Wang Love collection, and please try them on. What makes this collection so special is that it is designed by Vera Wang. Each of the designs are exclusive, and each engagement ring has 2 princess cut sapphires on it that for Vera represents the couple's everlasting love for one another, and it's the bride's something blue that she'll have with her for the rest of her life. We've paired this ring with the diamond and sapphire alternating band, and it's gorgeous. And then Julia, you're wearing a pair of earrings and a pendant from our Celebration Diamond collection. This collection features 3 different cuts. Our Celebration Fire, which is cut to be exceptionally brilliant. Our Celebration 102, which has almost twice the number of facets of an ordinary 58 facet diamond. And our Celebration Grand, which is cut to be bigger and bolder. And last but not least is our Past, Present, and Future collection. This romantic collection features 3 stones, and each stone stands for your past, your present, and your future together as a couple. It is beautiful. And Julia, you cannot go wrong selecting a style from any one of these exclusive collections.
These really are beautiful, and I think I'm just going to keep this one on for a little bit. Are there any ways that I can put a personal touch to any of these designs?
Absolutely. You can go online or in store. You can design your own ring. Again, you can always change the look of your ring by changing the wedding band styles, but make sure that the style that you choose is unique to you and that you're going to love it forever.
I really love the idea of making the ring special to me. Emily, is there a general rule of thumb when you're deciding on how much you're supposed to be spending on a ring?
Well, you definitely don't want to skimp on your wedding and engagement ring, but there's a lot of other budget-friendly solutions that you can incorporate into your wedding. Some of our most popular weddings that we featured on Once Wed had really beautiful, affordable wedding ideas. DIY projects are a great way to start, and Pinterest has plentiful amounts to choose from. You can design and create your own wedding invitations and paper goods, and other fun decor like garlands, candles, and signs that lead your guests to the reception and ceremony. A lot of brides are even using our beauty tutorials as a step-by-step guide to do their own hair and makeup the day of the wedding. Once Wed also offers over 11,000 wedding dresses for sale on the site, everything from vintage to designer to pre-owned samples, a lot of them up to 90% off. And including your girlfriends in the planning process can also go a really long way in helping save time and money, having a lot of eyes pulling together ideas on a joint shared Pinterest board will help you save time as you just begin to figure out, which direction you want to take your wedding. Angie, I mean, are there any other helpful tips that you can share with our viewers as they finalize their budget for their wedding rings?
Absolutely. And Emily, those are great tips. I wish I would have had some of those when I got married. But when it comes to really the budget for the engagement ring, it's a personal decision with the couple. There's no hard and fast set rule. It really depends on, where you are in your life, how much you want to spend. The great thing is at Zales, we have hundreds of rings to choose from in any budget, from $1,000 to $10,000. And remember, there are always lots of different financing options that are available.
How involved should I be in the process? I want to have some influence, especially given everything we've spoken about, but I still want to be surprised by my boyfriend.
Well, I think there's so many women who feel the same way as you, and I definitely wanted to be surprised. But, of course, have a little bit of influence because it's important that he knows what you like and what you don't like, right? You're going to have this piece on your finger for the rest of your life. So with my fiance, I like to drop subtle hints here and there. Remember, it's subtle because I gave him the reins in designing it. Remember that this piece is a gift from your boyfriend to you for the rest of your life, and it's like a gift of his love. So I think it's important that he has ultimate control, but your hints really do matter. My fiance, he listened to me, and I didn't know how much he was listening to me until he proposed. So when one of my friends got engaged, I would always compliment their ring or tell my fiance what I didn't like about it too, and he paid attention. I also sometimes, would show him in magazines, oh, I like this one's ring, or if a celebrity got engaged, oh, I don't like that because of whatever. He really paid attention because when he did propose, we were walking through the West Village one night, just the two of us around the holidays, and it was late, and it was around Christmas time, and he just got down on one knee, and I was completely shocked, and I was so happy to be shocked at that moment too. And when he opened the box, I looked at the ring, and just seeing how well thought out and carefully detailed it was such an expression of his love for me and how well he knew me and listened to me. I couldn't have asked for anything more. It's rose gold, which is my favorite metal, and it's an oval shape with a halo, and it's just something I couldn't even have made for myself. He knows me better. So it was really, really special moment. So I say definitely have influence, but let him take some control too.
Janine, thanks so much for sharing your proposal story. It sounds absolutely magical, and it sounds like he did an amazing job at picking up on all your subtle hints. This actually reminds me, Julia, that you should make sure your boyfriend knows your engagement ring size. There's nothing worse than the ring not fitting after going through all that.
Absolutely, Emily. We talk about hints a lot. It's really great if you can drop some hints about your ring finger size. Maybe leave a ring that you wear around the kitchen somewhere, and always offer to tell him that at Zales.com we do have a ring sizer online where he can take your ring and actually compare it to the ring sizer. You want to remember that a lot of designs out there may need to be special ordered based on your finger size, so you want to count on that time as well.
Well, thank you all for the great advice. I've been planning my dream wedding in my mind for my whole life, and now that it's getting closer, I definitely feel a lot more prepared. And I love that at Zales, you can get other matching or coordinating pieces of jewelry for your bridal party, for engagements. And Janine, I love that Vera Wang set that you're wearing.
Well, thanks. Talking diamonds is a lot of fun, but just remember this whole process of just being in love and finding somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Picking out engagement rings is probably one of the best times of your life. I'm still feeling butterflies from it, so just really, really enjoy it. So I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are in the same position, so let's take some questions from the audience. All right, here's our first one. So how do I know we're getting a good deal and the best quality in a diamond? Angie, do you want to take it?
Absolutely. One of the main things to do is make sure that you make your purchase from a reputable company. Zales has been in business for 90 years. We are Zales, the diamond store. We hold our diamonds to some of the highest standards, and we have unbeatable warranties. To find out more information, I encourage you to go to youtube.com/Zales and watch the clip on the Zales difference to learn more about us.
Thanks, Angie. And now another one just came in from an audience member. She's currently engaged and ready for her wedding. She says, I want to make sure to get beautiful images of my rings on my wedding day. What are some ideas of how to style them? Emily, I think this one's for you.
Great question. A lot of brides start actually looking on Etsy and eBay a few months before the wedding, trying to find a really beautiful vintage wedding ring box to put their engagement ring in. That's a really great place to start. Another direction you could go is try to find a really beautiful large window with a lot of really pretty natural light, and make sure your ring is all polished and sparkling brilliantly the day of, and find a really clean, simple surface, no patterns or colors. You don't want anything competing with the ring, and then place it right there, because for the ring shot you definitely want the ring to be the showcase.
That's great advice, Emily. I'll probably be using it myself this summer. And we have time for one more question. When you're shopping for rings, is it okay to ask to inspect the diamonds? Angie, do you want to take it?
Yes, it's definitely okay to ask to inspect a diamond. I encourage you to do that. You want to get to know the diamond that you're going to purchase and the characteristics. One of the best things to do is ask your jewelry consultant if you can use a jeweler's loupe, or if they have a microscope available in the store to look at your diamond and really know what you're buying, because, again, this is going to be the ring you're going to have for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Well, this brings our hangout to a close. It's been such a pleasure hanging out with all of you fine ladies today. And Julia, thank you for joining us. A huge thanks to Emily of Once Wed and Angie at Zales for your expert tips and great insight today. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, Julia. Congratulations.